All right, take two, ladies and gents. I am coming at you guys here. We just finished our cleanup crew for what was a really fun and eventful weekend. And I want to record this quick video. Macy even mentioned, hey, it would be great for us to get 45 minutes to an hour just to have a huddle to do some planning. And that probably would have been a good idea. Maybe to have some culture discussion, but because of the nature of the weekend, we didn't really create the space to do that, and wanted everyone to just be able to chill out for a little bit. So. I do have a couple thoughts going into this, and this is going to be a little bit longer of a video just to suffice, because as much as this event was really well timed because it was great rejuvenation for managers when they needed it, it also is poor time, the fact that there's so much going on in the next 24, like literally today, coming out of this meeting. So everyone needs to watch this video today and make sure you're ready to rock and roll to really kick some butt going into this week. The next 48 hours is really going to determine our setup and our start to the SE2 push. So we got to be coming out of here strong. But first I wanted to say, man, what fun it was this weekend to get just time to connect with everybody. This is really the first time that we've ever gotten our whole team together for an extended period of time, not in a hotel room, all in the same vicinity. So I thought it was great. It was great getting a chance to spend time with everybody. It looked like everyone had a great time, and I'm so glad that we could do something like this for our team. It's well deserved for just the perseverance through so much challenge that everyone has gone through this summertime too. So coming out of this video, there's a lot of important action steps that everyone needs to be taken. So we're going to get right into it, and you're going to have your calendar out for this video and get ready to rock and roll. So the first thing that I think about is probably importance number one is setting up tomorrow's event. We have 2 live events, and everyone gave certain projections of attendance to the events. But keep in mind, guys, this is not getting people into a Zoom call. Okay, you need to make sure that your people are well confirmed ahead of time, that they are set up, that they're going to be there live, they're dressed professionally, that they're coming with the right mentality, coming prepared with laptops and notebooks, and making sure that they're going to get to the event. The event starts at 10:30. So keep in mind, you want people to be arriving there probably latest. I always tell people at least an hour beforehand, because they'll probably be there late, and that will get them there a little bit earlier than the actual meeting starts. So you probably want them there at 9:30 to start if the event starts at 10:30, and we have those 2 locations. So today is double, triple confirmations. It is making sure anyone from your last training class has received an invite. If they didn't receive it yesterday, it's already a little late, but receiving that invite, lock them in for attendance. And then the drop down is, we can have people still on virtual if they can't make it to the live event. So let's make sure we're doing everything. If you get them there, it takes care of so much of your SE2 setup. And quite frankly, if they don't get to this meeting, even having them as part of an alliance is kind of being a shot at the moon at that point in time. So you got to get your people there if you care about them, if you want them to be tied in. A lot of you all, even branches, have a 2 or 3 people that are quite frankly really sharp and could go out there and sell 10, 15, 20K for this push. If you can tie them in and sell them along them, you're talking about maybe selling 30, 40, 50, 60 grand in a 2-week period, which is more than a lot of you all sold this whole entire summer if you set things up the right way. So we got to nail that confirmations tomorrow. You got to also be mindful of recruiting and PR results. So, just right off the bat, Taylor came in this weekend with 31 PRs set. Chloe got her 10. Yandri got her 10. Nick Franklin got his 12. Jessica got 12. Tyler Tarmy got 11. Cassie Gelsis, a few other people are right off that docket from 10. Everybody else, Lindsay, Audrey, Nick, Anthony, Juliana, Adrian, Cassidy, Marino, Mason, Hernandez, and Jonathan. We've got some serious work to do in terms of our PRs and recruiting. So it's really important, whenever you take like a vacation or trip like this, and you guys know, I oftentimes do things like this, throughout the fall and spring. You just got to know how to exit and enter vacations. You got to know how to exit and enter, or enter and exit and come out of it, so it doesn't affect your business in a significant way. So you're not taking 2 days off and you're taking a hit for 2 weeks. You got to be able to rebound and make sure that you're set up for a lot of you all today. If you didn't choose to do the right things leading up to this, it just means you're going to have to hustle like no tomorrow, today, Tuesday, and Wednesday to get ahead of that recruiting number. I really expect everyone still to be, this should be our best PR recruiting week coming after this weekend, and making sure we're setting things up strong there. So, branches, you really only have, by the way, 2 training classes left. 2 training classes this week and next week before SE2, before you're turning over into personal selling for the push. And DMs, if you don't plan on personally selling, you've got 2 training classes to really make some moves and get some recruiting momentum before we go into July. So that's a couple quick recruiting thoughts on what's important today. There is some speaker prep for those that you are speaking, and just make sure you're personally buttoned up with everything you need to do to be able to set up tomorrow appropriately. So next section, I'm going to go ahead and do some calendar reminders and review and talk a little bit about SC2 setup. So this is something you're going to want to get out your calendars for. And I want to walk you all through this. I will also send some text messages later into the chat, but I don't know when I'm going to be able to get those communications out to the team quite yet. So make sure you have this stuff in your calendar and you're promoting and driving attendance to these events. So starting off with this Wednesday, June 30th, okay? So open calendar this Wednesday, coming off the Tuesday event. Tuesday, by the way, 10:30 to 3 o'clock session. We're going to do the demo till about 3 o'clock. Mike has a live demo later. So he's going to do his demo, teach his demo from 2:20 to 3 o'clock at the end of the conference. And then at 5 o'clock later that day, he's going to do his demo. So that's not a required event, but I would definitely drive attendance to that. And most teams are going to do some sort of outing or happy hour or team night out after Tuesday as well. And then you want to instantly be ready to rock and roll. A lot of you will have Alliance PCs that need to happen today or yesterday that you've already started. And then tomorrow after the event, you should already have some PCs lined up. And Wednesday for most managers should be stacked with all of your PCs to get most people PC'd before your team meeting tomorrow night. Coming out of the SC2, strike while the iron is hot. So starting to Wednesday, we'll have SC2 Alliance workshops. And so, in the morning, we will have on Wednesday, we'll have a role play session for our Champions Club. That will be at 9 a.m. So at 9 a.m. on Wednesday, we'll have a role play from Tuesday. So, hey, take what you learned on Tuesday. Let's implement it. Let's practice it. 5 p.m. on Wednesday. So head start at 4 p.m. But at 5 p.m., there's going to be a phones workshop. My suggestion is just use this as your AT2. Most of you aren't even running AT2. Don't worry about running AT2. Use the phones workshop as your AT2. And that will kick us right off into phone jam kickoff at 6 o'clock. On Thursday morning, okay, so Thursday, the 1st, we will have at 8:30 a.m., we will have a goal sharing workshop. So I'm teaching goal sharing on our Tuesday conference, but Thursday morning, we'll have a goal sharing workshop for those that they can actually take what they learned and implement it and input it into their interactive demo. So their goals show specifically on their interactive demo, which is a really cool feature that we have access to. The following weekend is 4th of July weekend. So lots of conversations with your people about how you're navigating it. And you just need to make sure everybody has a plan. If they don't have a plan, I can tell you what the plan is. And the plan will be, they'll be doing nothing for pretty much the whole entire 4th of July week, which is an 8-day week. And the next 8 week is a 6-day week before SC2. So if that happens, that means you really don't have any sales come up on the board until SC2. And also if that happens, by the way, that means you probably won't have that many sales during SC2 because none of your people have momentum going into the push. So really important that you're having proper conversations to set up this weekend on what's their game plan. Are they in town? Are they traveling? Are they going big? Are they going to do 4 and the 4th between the 3rd and the 4th, that Saturday and the Sunday, picking, at least getting 4 demos completed during that time, having contests with the team and driving the contests that are already out there as well. On Monday, we will have a divisional PSP meeting. So that means, all managers should be in attendance and all of your reps can come to that meeting specifically. So a lot of you all will still be in running interviews. So me and Mike will support with this, but that Monday, so the following Monday, first Monday in July, which will be July 5th, the day after 4th of July. Okay, at 5 p.m., we will have a Sunday PSP meeting. And the structure for that meeting will look specifically like this. And oops, let me get it out real quickly here. It's not pop up on my screen. So that Sunday PSP meeting, the structure will be specifically 5 to 5:30 p.m. So we'll do a 5 o'clock kickoff. And it'll be 5 to 5:30. We'll have an alliance workshop on getting more phone numbers. 5:30 to 6 p.m. we'll do a social hour. So this is going to serve both as your PSP and as your AT1. So make sure for AT1, you're confirming people 5 to 8. For PSP, it's 5 to 7, 5 to 7:30. So 5 to 5:30 alliance workshop, getting more phone numbers. 5:30 to 6 o'clock is social hour. 6 to 6:15, we'll do a group PSP kickoff to set up a phone jam. We'll walk people through how to set up their schedules for the week. 6:15 to 7 o'clock, we'll phone jam AT1 and the current team. And then 7 to 8 p.m., we'll let the people that are still jamming on the current team keep jamming, but we'll do a breakout for our advanced training one. We'll do an hour-long divisional at AT1, or we can split off the groups if you prefer to run your own. So that's the Monday, July 5th schedule. Fast forward to Tuesday, the next day at 8:30 a.m., we have a Rex workshop. Okay. On Wednesday, we will be doing a parents' night. So not this Wednesday, but the following Wednesday on July 7th to kick off phone jam kickoff. I will be running a parents' workshop. And so that will go from about 6 p.m. to 6:30, and then we'll start a phone gym at 6:30, but that phone gym will include the parents. If any of you all have ever seen a parents' night, to use that to drive demo creation for some of your representatives and people. So 6 to 6:30 will be like a parent info session. We'll kick off a little phone jam with the parents, get the reps jam in, and then at 7 o'clock, we will start our regular phone jam. So drive your reps attendance to that with their parents. It's 30 minutes, Wednesday night, 6 to 6:30. You can just call it 6 to 7 p.m. for them. And then our phone jam will continue as normal with a team meeting afterwards on Wednesday night. Thursday morning on July 8th, we will have a recommendations workshop. Tuesday is the recommendation workshop at 8:30. Thursday, Champions Club is going to be a closing workshop. And then again, you want to make sure that you have your Alliance info session, probably 9 to noon on Wednesday. You're going to either have it Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, the 6th, 7th, or 8th. And that's probably going to be a 2 to 3 hour session. Most people, if you're running an alliance, you're going to be in one of two situations. You're either going to be we're probably going to split the whole entire division up into two. So either be with the Game Changers organization, if you're on that side of things, or if you're not, then you'll be over in the Spartans or the rest of the Florida Coast Heat team. And we'll be running our alliance locally here as well. So we will loop you all into that. If you're not wanting to do those two things, you'll be doing it on your own. And then you want to make sure you have that session planned and prepared and make sure you're ready to promote it for tomorrow. And then finally, Friday, July 9th, there'll be the final workshop, 8:30 a.m. dropping down. And then it's all about building momentum, making sure the objectives of that Sunday going into the push is that your people, like I remember talking to Mike, he's like, I don't really care what happens. All that matters is that the people that are on the alliance, they leave Sunday with 20 demos and they show up Monday morning prepared and committed. That's all that really matters to set up your alliance. They leave Sunday night, July 11th, before the push starts with 20 demos, and they come on Monday morning committed, ready to rock and roll and on time. So to do that, they got to make sure they arrive with 10 and leave with 20. You can have set in stone phone jams. You can manage through agreements, but they got to arrive with 10. They got to leave with 20 to be able to set up that upcoming Monday and the first day of the push here. So that's a reminder and a walkthrough of all the calendar dates. Please get that into your schedule, and let's just make sure we're really buttoned up. The last thing I think is this weekend was really, really good for us to build some great Florida Coast relationships and culture. And I think about just the culture and camaraderie of our team growing. And I also think there's still a lot of opportunities in our culture right now. I remember I even had a conversation, just to give you guys context, with, Jeff, and I was asking him about, how his meetings have been going and things like that too. Cause I know he's had a lot of managers that have really struggled this summer. And, he said, well, yeah, I mean, we've never had anyone late to a meeting. We've never had anyone late to a call. He's like, not unless it's covered ahead of time. No one misses meetings or misses calls. And so, I think there's an opportunity this Thursday. I really expect to see just a lot better culture and attendance. And you can struggle. That's okay. You cannot have performance. You cannot have results, but it's not okay to not show up. It's not okay to not be giving your best. And if you're not, then, you're already 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out. And that's what your actions show. So, if you're going to be here and make sure that you're showing up. I don't think we can continue to call ourselves a top division or a top team without having a certain level of standards and expectations. And, my standards, expectations beforehand, moving forward, are like, we need to be on time for things. We need to be on point, and things can be covered ahead of time. Things can be communicated, but there's no more excuses for this team for people missing things or not waking up on time or just being lazy or just not really caring and putting in that effort in. So, you can struggle, you can be challenged, you can be unsure, but you can't waver in the way that you show up to at least the bare minimum of just, being a part of this team. Otherwise, you're not really a part of this team if you're not being a participant in it. So we had a great weekend, and it was really, really special to get some time with everyone. I'm really excited about the future of our division, the future of this team. Lots of conversations this weekend about, how the summer is going to set us up for the fall as a DM, how the summer is going to set up, our second round branches for next summer. And I'm really, really excited, but we still, again, this was not the end of the summer celebration. This was just a rejuvenation weekend. So we still have the biggest and the most important weeks of the entire summer in front of us. Let's go out there. Let's crush it. Let's kick some ass. And let's get ready to take home a strong summer performance from the Florida Coast Heat, given the circumstances that we've been given this summertime too. Can't wait to see you all again at the end of this SE2 push. For so many reps coming out of SE2, it's like you come out as a changed person. And I'll tell you what, as a manager, if you're doing it the right way, you'll do that too. Me as a DVM, after doing this for a decade, I still go into SE2 one way and I come out another way too. So this is an opportunity for you to really develop yourself, evaluate yourself, maybe not 75 hard, but hey, maybe 20 days hard of actually getting committed and serious and being able to develop and work on some of your personal habits during this time period. And August is the fun month, right? August is known as profit month for a lot of people, and that's the month that really for a lot of branches you start to rake in some of that dough from personal selling here as well. So, ladies and gents, hope you have an awesome day. Post up and confirm when you've watched this video, please. Make sure you're taking this stuff and put it into your calendar, and we will talk to you all soon.